Hello guys, welcome back. In today's Microsoft Excel for VBA video, we are going to continue our discussion which we started from the previous video, and this discussion was about copying and moving sheets in Microsoft Excel. So let us start. In front of your screen you can see that this is the workbook which I created in the previous video, and we were trying to copy this sheet known as renamed sheet to some other place. So to copy it simply using Microsoft Excel, what you need to do is just right click over here. When this sheet is present, you need to just right click. There is this option to move or copy. You can just click on this option, and when you do that, you will get this kind of a menu which is a move or copy menu. From here you can select the workbook that you want to paste it in a particular workbook or in a new workbook. Okay, so I just want to paste it in the same workbook, that is book 1. And then there is another option that before which sheet you need to perform this action. I want to perform it before sheet 1, so you can just provide it with that particular sheet. You can just select that particular sheet and your sheet would be moved to that particular position. Right now renamed sheet would be moved before sheet 1, and if you click on OK, then what happens is from here this sheet moved towards here, that is before sheet 1, and that's exactly what we wanted. But this is how you can perform the move function. What if you want to perform a copy function? Then what you can do is simply you can just right click over the sheet, go to again this move or copy option. The workbook is going to be the same, and when you want to create a copy, then there is an option of create a copy. You need to check this box and your sheet's copy would be created. So here again you can select that before which sheet you need to create a copy. But if you want to create a copy of this particular sheet at the very end, then this is this last option called move to end. You can just select this option, and once you click on OK, you can see that a new sheet is created over here, or a copy of renamed sheet is created over here, and by default or by the naming convention its name has been changed to renamed sheet, and within parenthesis you have got a 2, which means that yes, this sheet is actually a copy of this sheet. This sheet is original one and this is a copied one. Okay, so that's how the move and the copy function works. But that was about the Microsoft Excel. That was the easy way. But what if you need to perform the same action using the Visual Basic Code? So how can you do that? For that, let us just minimize our Microsoft Excel or restore its size so that both of the screens are visible. And okay, so let us just create a new module. Go to our VBA editor. If you do not have the VBA editor in front of you, simply you can use the shortcut Alt F11. Go to the insert menu and insert a new module. Let's just rename it as copy sheets. Okay, so that's the name of our module. Press enter, and once you open copy sheets in the code pane, let us just create a sub procedure. And in the sub procedure, let us again give it a name. This is actually going to be the name of our macros. Open and close the parenthesis, press error in sub is what you get at the end to recognize that yes, it is a sub procedure. Now let us start with our thing, that is we need to just copy the sheets. First of all, let us understand the copy function. Okay, so for the copy function, what you need to do is first access the sheets. Okay, if you just right click over here, then you will find all the sheets list. So what I'm going to do is perform all my options on this custom sheet, on the sheet named as custom sheet. Okay, that's the first sheet, so click on OK. Now we need to first access the sheet named as custom sheet. Okay, so for that what we need to do is use the worksheets function which we have already read about, and within the parenthesis you need to provide the name of that particular sheet. So let's just provide as custom sheet actually, and just close the double quotes, close the parenthesis. Then you need to put a dot, and after the dot what you need to do is provide it with a property or a function known as copy. So you have got this inbuilt function called copy, and after you press a space, you have an option of providing that before which sheet you need to copy. So that is similar to our menu that we got over there, the move or copy menu that we got over there. We can select that before which sheet we need to copy it. So if you just right click over here, you will get all the sheet list, and I want to copy it before say sheet 1. Okay, so for that what we need to do is simply type in the keyword before like this, and after typing before you need to provide it with a colon and an equal sign. So just put a colon, put an equal sign, then again put a space, and then you need to provide the name of the worksheet. So again use the worksheets function, and in parentheses with double quotes write the name of the sheet before which you want to copy it. So that's sheet 1 in our case, and that is our line of code. Let us execute it. And if we just right click over here, so you get this menu, sheet menu. What you can see is custom sheet 2 is a copy of custom sheet is created just before sheet 1, which is exactly what we wanted. Okay, so that was about before. How can you copy a sheet before a particular sheet? But what if you want to copy it after a particular sheet? Now this is used when we are trying to use that move to end function. So if you want to move use that function, you do not have move to end option over here. What you can do is just right click click over here and find out the last sheet's name. It's right now renamed sheet 2, and after this particular sheet you can just copy your sheet. Okay, so that's actually RA named. I tried to give it renamed, but it was a typo. That is RA named. Okay, so let's just work on it. So what you need to do for that purpose is actually just get rid of this piece of code and write in worksheets function what sheet you need to copy. That's custom sheet. That's the name of the sheet, custom sheet that I want to copy. And what operation you want to perform, I want to copy it. Position after. Okay, after which thing? After a worksheet which is need to be accessed with a worksheets function. And what is the name of the sheet? It is RA named sheet and space with parenthesis 2 to specify that yes, it is a copy, and close the double quotes, close the parenthesis, and when we try to run this piece of code, it's run. You can see after renamed sheet 2 we have got a custom sheet 3. Why sheet 3? Because we have already created a copy of this custom sheet with a 2. So you can see that in this activate menu we have got our custom sheet 3. So that is how you can copy the sheets. Okay, so that was the usage of the copy function. But what if you want to move your sheets? Like we had this copy or move option. We had two options. We can copy the sheets or we can move the sheets. So what if you want to move the sheets? Then what happens? The syntax to move the sheets is same as the copy sheets. All you gotta do is simply write the piece of code, but instead of the copy property you need to use the move property. So if we just right click over here, suppose I want to move sheet 1. Okay, so I need to access worksheets using the worksheets function. I need to access the sheet whose name is sheet 1, then put a dot. Now instead of the copy property we need to provide the move property. Then before after, that is the position, that's mandatory to perform to put. Before, put a colon, then put an equal sign before which sheet I want to move it to the first position, that is before worksheet named as custom sheet. So worksheets, and within double quotes you need to provide its name, that before which sheet. So in my case it is custom sheet. Okay, so that's how you can work with it. Or simply I'm just going to copy it so that I can show you the after method as well. This time what I'm going to do is move a sheet named as sheet 2 and move it instead of before. I'm going to move it after. After which sheet? I'm going to move it after sheet 1. So wherever the sheet 1 is, after it we would get the sheet 2. Okay, so this is a piece of code, and let's run it. Let's just look at the position right now. It's after custom sheet 2. Now if we just run it, and now if we look at the position, then sheet 1 and sheet 2 are at the first two positions, then is custom sheet and all the other sheets. So that's how you can use the move and the copy functions in Microsoft Excel using the VB. And that's all for this video. I hope you all have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.